People came to the falls on the Big Sioux River, where water rushed over the quartzsite in Jasper, giving life to the prairie, giving birth to a city. They came from the east in search of open spaces, in search of adventure and opportunity. Builders, merchants, artists, and trailblazers, they shaped the landscape of Sioux Falls like the river on which it was built, carving the city's path with dreams, with vision, with determination. They came to build, to grow, and thrive. Pioneers connected by one enduring spirit that continues to flow. Sioux Falls does not have one history. The stories of each man and woman, each stumble, challenge, and success come together to tell the history of Sioux Falls. Today, we celebrate these stories.
It's kind of a work ethic that comes on a farm or a ranch, whether it's milking cows or hauling bales, stacking hay, that I think carries right on over to the city of Sioux Falls and the surrounding community, and it's a big part of who we are and what we do.
We know that we're all working for the common good, so that can-do spirit kind of gets us to that common good and makes us work toward making this a better community.
It's the people who make us who we are. You know, I reflect about the custodian who's there in the morning at 7 o'clock to open the door for the child to come in so he or she can get in line for the breakfast program. And it's about the educational assistant who I know runs down to Kmart or Shopko and buys a pair of tennis shoes for the child so a child can have a pair of shoes for PE class. I think about our teachers who work endlessly and relentlessly, manage multiple challenges to serve the children we have.
My favorite thing about Sioux Falls is the people. You know, I can't say that often enough because that's what I believe.
The best thing about Sioux Falls is the people.
People.
The people.
The people.
People that live here.
The people!
And we just love everyone and everything about it. And the fact that y'all talk funny or we talk funny and we get along just fine.
Well, the ag industry is the #1 industry in the state of South Dakota. If you look at the Sioux Falls region, it doesn't take long going north or south on Interstate 29 to see, you know, what an impact the ag industry is on this economy. Along with healthcare and the financial industry, the ag industry, we're sitting here at the sweet spot of feeding America. And our mission here at John Morrell for the last 105 years is, you know, taking the products from the farm to the table and feeding America. And it's a mission we take very seriously. I can assure you we are up for the task at John Morrell Sioux Falls.
The ag economy grosses over $20 billion in the state of South Dakota. This is a huge economic driver for not only South Dakota, but for our local economy.
You can talk about the direct involvement, the implement dealers, the feed companies, the vet supply stores. You can talk about the extended, the healthcare, the lending industries. These are all people that we need them and they need us, and we work side by side, and it's kind of symbiotic. Those two relationships between the ag industry and the surrounding communities are it's just huge.
When we have a visitor to Sioux Falls and we tour them around the city, one of the things I like to do is to look at those campuses of our healthcare industries. You know, we're like a mini Mayo Clinic here. They employ almost 16,000 people. They're working on research for solving, you know, major diseases that affect mankind, and they're committed to making a real difference out there. And you know, I'm really proud of being able to show them off to people to come to the city, and they're always impressed by what they see.
The strength of any community really is dependent on the strength of its health care. And Sioux Falls is definitely blessed to have great health care systems that are strong and have been here for a long time. They employ a lot of folks, and those dollars get returned to the community. And I can't remember exactly the number, but it's 7 or 10-fold.
We have a very sophisticated, high level of healthcare that's available right here in our own backyard. We're the big city in our region, even though we're only 150,000 people or so, but we service a community that's much larger than that. With that volume of people comes a very sophisticated array of medical specialties that can succeed in this environment.
Healthcare is changing every day, and I feel like
Our Sioux Falls hospitals and medical services are embracing that change, and they're seeing it as an opportunity. And I think from the bottom to the top, we are working together to improve strategies, solutions, improve efficiencies, and to, most importantly, improve patient outcomes, and we're doing it together.
Well, one thing to celebrate in terms of the financial industry is the diversity. If you think about back when City came to town in 1980, South Dakota was primarily driven by agriculture and tourism, and Sioux Falls, really agriculture.
98% of the farms are generational farms like I grew up on, which is what makes it really neat to be part of this industry, because not only are we providing a future for someone, it's our kids, it's the next generation, and that's the best thing that we could ever do.
You think about the jobs and careers that it's given our youth, a chance to keep some of our most talented here in South Dakota to deal in the financial industry and deal with issues nationally and globally.
Obviously, the usury laws and the corporate tax structure that South Dakota offers brings these companies to Sioux Falls specifically, and I think that gets them here, but I think that what keeps them here is the strong work ethic and the great pool of workers that we have here in Sioux Falls to select from. That Midwest work ethic is a real thing. I can't imagine living anywhere else or raising my family anywhere else.
Sioux Falls is a great place for anyone to come for an education. There are so many wonderful collaborative works that are going on in our city that not only help us here at Southeast Tech, where we are working on technical skills, but also the opportunity to work with University of Sioux Falls or an Augustana to continue your education, to work with the public universities at the University Center. And then there's this marvelous K-12 system that supports the entire system with new students that will again help us develop new workforce, new ideas, entrepreneurial ideas, and all this is supported by this phenomenal community that we live in.
In Sioux Falls, we have both public and private, and that's a great opportunity because having two fine quality systems, and of course on the private side it's more than one quality system, and regardless of what they choose or where they choose to attend, I really believe they're receiving what they need in order to succeed.
We connect directly with industry in the community to determine what's the best courses, what's the best information, what's current, what do these students need to know so they can be successful. And all that is a team collaborative effort with the community, and that's why we continue to exist in Sioux Falls, and that in South Dakota they're an incredible, important part of the economic development and workforce development of this state.
Have done a number of things trying to team up with Southeast Votech and do some training courses in conjunction with them to be able to attract truck drivers, plant operators, equipment operators, mechanics, welders. We're always looking for those types of employees.
Some of the key strengths of being a manufacturer in Sioux Falls is really the work ethic and the quality of the labor that we have here. They take pride in the product they produce, they take pride in the quality of that product, and they take pride in what they do on a daily basis.
With 2014 seeing a record number of overall building permits, concrete is going crazy, asphalt going crazy. Having these materials that are the lifeblood of a growing community, whether we are the lucky ones that get to supply it or somebody else, either way it's great for the community. The growth that Sioux Falls is seeing is off the charts.
A lot of people still consider us a cinder block maker. We got a few people, but we have 250 people here, and currently we have 10 projects that are 10 stories and taller going on right now as we speak. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, we did Twin Stadium, we did the TFC Bank Stadium for the Gophers. We've built the stadium the Rams play in St. Louis. You can do some really cool things right here in Sioux Falls, put them on a truck and build elaborate buildings.
One of the big selling points that when we go to marketplace, when we talk about logistics, is really the location of Sioux Falls on the precipice and the corner of two major thoroughfares in the United States. On top of that, Sioux Falls has built a logistics infrastructure with unbelievable companies, whether it be rail, over the road, courier, or air freight, have done a phenomenal job in helping businesses in this community reach their customers. We rely on them on a day-to-day basis, and I can tell you firsthand that there are a lot of companies in a lot of other areas in this country that are not as well served as we are in getting our products to market on a daily basis.
If you don't have that transportation locked in, efficient, affordable to make your product affordable, you're not competitive, you're not in business. And the same could be true for air transportation. I mean, we ship things all over the world that are manufactured here. I mean, if you don't have that network aspects incorporated into your business, I mean, then you're not in business.
The infrastructure that is built around Sioux Falls and what has been laid out before us, the improvements that have been made recently, and they're making improvements all the time, and the planning and the future roads and off-ramps and bridges. Sioux Falls has been particularly proactive in really making sure we've got a good transportation system.
The best thing about Sioux Falls, South Dakota is downtown.
I'm from Aberdeen and I come to Sioux Falls for great entertainment, shopping.
I am from Brookings and I like Sioux Falls for the shopping.
The growth and expansion of downtown.
The sculpture walk.
The nightlife.
The mall here.
Downtown.
It has great places to shop and great places to eat.
Washington Pavilion.
I love the downtown.
Just a variety of shops.
I'm Hartford and I like everything about Sioux Falls.
There are so many things to do here and it's a beautiful place to be.
Shoppers in Sioux Falls are lucky. They have wonderful malls, they have locally and independently owned businesses, they have large retailers, they have small retailers, they have chain restaurants, they have independently owned restaurants. We're very lucky people.
Retail in Sioux Falls is like no other in the country. First of all, you have the largest retail center at the Empire Mall between Minneapolis and Denver. So it's a wonderful place for people all around for 50 miles to come in and shop.
I'd like people to understand in this community that retail is very important to the sales tax revenue collection that makes Sioux Falls the community what it is, whether it's the school system, the roads, the infrastructure of the community.
Downtown Sioux Falls is a raving success at this point in history. It's always been a nice place to come. But now with the efforts of so many people, we are a destination. Downtown Sioux Falls is a place to go. You feel like you're maybe not in Sioux Falls, you feel like you're in a bigger city. The restaurants have participated wonderfully. They're talented chefs and they've invested in outdoor dining. Sculpture Walk adds a whole new layer of atmosphere. The investment on the Greenway. We have the beautiful restoration of buildings downtown. We have just generations and generations of people who have passion about what this city should look like, not only downtown, but all across the city. And that makes us who we are today. That makes us a destination. It makes us home. It makes us all kinds of things to all kinds of people.
It's easy to say we've arrived and coast, but in Sioux Falls, we never arrive and we never coast because we're never satisfied with the here and now. We always seek and challenge ourselves to make it better and to continue to improve who we are and what we do and how we serve.